into another edition of the Champions Corner. I'm your host today, the number one player. I'm also with the professor and Mr. Highlights, your favorite host, Mr. Ron G. We are all in the building. Listen, a lot has taken place over the last few days. We got Ron Killings with a killer promo that happened on Monday Night Raw. I mean, it was incredible because everybody got what they wanted. They wanted the truth, but it looks like your boy John Cena was right. You can't handle the truth. So we're going to unpack that. We're going to get all into that. Apparently, we got CM Punk and John Cena about to happen out in Saudi Arabia. And we got to talk about what's going on between Miss Monet and Toni Storm. We'll talk about all that and more right here in the Champions Corner podcast. Fellas, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going today? I'm doing well.
Hey, doing good. Ready to talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's waste no time. Let's get right into it, fellas. Let's talk about, I don't know if we call him R Truth or Ron Killings. I don't know what we're to call him, but the boy dropped some hot fire like Dylon. He dropped some hot fire this past
Dylan.
Monday night. He basically came out and told the people that he's no longer a gimmick. He's no longer just here for our entertainment and our enjoyment, that we better put some respect on that man's name. But before we get into the actual promo, listen, well, let's do it this way. Let's talk about the promo, and then we're going to talk about how our truth, well, Ron Killings crashed out today on the Busted Open podcast, fellas. But how you guys feeling about the promo that Ron Killings did?
Oh, I- well, sure. First, shout out to Lil Zeus World. Salute you too, man. Appreciate you for watching.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, man? Good shout out. Love that.
Yeah. Well, R Truth, man, I loved it. I mean, I'm glad he's back. I'm glad the people brought him back. It was not a work. The people brought this man back because everybody loves R Truth, and he's saying y'all got me back. And he pretty much say he appreciate y'all for everybody speaking up for him, but it also brought something else us back in Ron Killings. And if you remember Ron Killings, he's more of a serious guy, more straightforward, more not less jokey, and that's what he wants to be right now. And but my thing is, we want the fans want our truth. Do we want this more serious type of guy right now? Is that what the people wanted back?
Hmm.
I don't know. We will see going forward and see how it plays out. Yes, the people were cheering for him, but they want the guy that makes them laugh.
Hmm.
And
You
our truth is, well, Ron Killings is coming back like, nah, that ain't all I am. That ain't all I'm gonna be. And you about to see what it is. And and he's saying, I wish you would try me. And
Well,
you,
they
you'll
wish
get
you
a
would with the what stuff. Like, yeah, he did. I wish
oh
you
well
would.
I didn't think about the what stuff. I was just saying this because he said it again and like backstage and in other interviews. He's like, I wish you would.
Okay.
Like, don't try me. I ain't the one to try. You could play with R Truth, and he's a nice guy. He'll joke around and kind of you kind of brush off a little bit. But Ron Killings, you're gonna take serious. He gonna be center stage. I'm on this announce table. I'm announcing I'm back for real.
mm,
And maybe, and we'll pretty much see where they take him. Maybe I don't know if they take him to a title or depending on how everything plays out. But I'm very interested in and what his next move is, because he could. I feel like he could interfere again in Cena's business as far, and the business is we're gonna get into a little bit later. CM Punk in Saudi Arabia, just like he got involved in the tag match at Money in the Bank, because that seemed like his focus at the moment. I don't know who else he would have his eye on right now, but it's a wait and see. But I'm excited to see his next step.
but man, listen, let me step in here real quick because the more I hear this narrative of we just so it's kind of like back in the Roman Colosseum days, right? You just want somebody there just for your entertainment and your pleasure, but you don't really want him to be there, right? And you guys are starting to make your boy John Cena look so right. He called you guys last Friday and said You all can't handle the truth. You're pathetic. You guys are, as he put it, keyboard warriors. That you're just having your way online, but you're really are all liars. So are we saying that we just wanted him there just for entertainment, or do we really want this man to be what the narrative is? We want our representation to be out there. So do we just want him to be the comedic relief, or we want him to be a potential champion? Because I'm in the camp where I'm like, man, this guy with that type of passion, that type of promo, if done right, he could probably be a world champion on the way out. I mean, I don't see no reason why not. I mean, he's got the momentum, got the fans behind him, but like you said, Ron, were the fans behind him because they just missed the comedic relief, his comedy? They didn't really want to see him perform in the ring, or do they really want this man to be who he's supposed to be? That's just my 2 cents. I don't know. I don't know.
You gonna play? Okay. I'll reply. Listen. So it's Ron the Truth Killings. Let's put that out there. Ron the Truth. And the truth is that people were happy to see him. Look, it was more than just we want to see R-Truth the clown. It was also we want to see R-Truth because he means so much to these people. He's been there for a long time. Most think he was a lifer. We can't discredit also the wrestlers who wanted him back as well. So there's that dynamic too. And then on top of that, it ain't just people online. There are also people in the crowd saying we want truth. And I think that's the dynamic in which we have to look at his return being put in. It wasn't just online talk. It was also the crowd. Apparently, WWE will not move if online Rumble is just online Rumble. But if it starts interfering into the show, Cody, R-Truth, then plans will change. So, yeah, R-Truth is definitely much like. Also, on the other token of this, going back and watching that promo, R-Truth, first thing that came out his mouth, don't ever let people tell you your voice doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. So he said that to the people, and the people were cheering. And then he went through his promo, and then the people started wetting him. And then he pulled out that whole "I wish you would," and people stopped. There's a sense of respect to that. You ain't gonna just do that to anyone. So I do also think that people are vested in wanting to see what happens with him. Online reception has been good. His new character design, I wouldn't call it a heel. I'll just call it more straightforward, a little more edgy, back to his original roots. So I like this dynamic. I hope it plays out well. There is a story in place where if R-Truth beats John Cena, it makes perfect sense. It makes almost more sense than Cody to some degree.
He'd be the hero.
But yeah, it's right. It's a childhood hero. You can play off of that.
Now let John Cena said, "I'm coming to ruin wrestling." So
know, if John Cena wanted to ruin wrestling, he would have helped Logan Paul win the world title.
He ruined wrestling the moment he got 17. Let's just be real.
No.
I don't think he ruined wrestling.
But he tried to help Logan Paul, but Cody was there.
He would have helped him. No, I'm saying if you really want to pull the trigger on this whole "I want to ruin wrestling" thing, you got to pull that trigger on Logan Paul winning the world title because of Cena. Because nobody would have hated it more than the wrestling fans, right? That would at least really spiced up. I keep talking about. I don't want to get to the Cena thing. This is not what it's Cena. This is about R-Truth. We're gonna get lost in the Cena thing.
Right.
I like this turn. This new R-Truth, Ron the Truth Killings. I'm gonna call him that. Former NWA World Champion, first Black NWA World Champion. Let me say that. It's going to be fascinating to see how this plays out because another key thing is we got to see this play in the ring. Eventually, these feuds come to an end in the ring. So, who he fights, why he fights, that's the thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. And like you said, I mean, the people's like I think I heard Bully Ray say it one time. I think he was talking about one of his he had an agent that was like, man, you probably want to do it this way, but he's like, no, we judge it based off of what goes on in the audience. Like they are our barometer or our thermometer, so to speak. So for it to be as ruckus as it was when R-Truth got let go, for their voice to be heard like that and move the needle, I mean, that's, I liken it to this, and a lot of people may not see it this way, man, but it's true. All things work for your good. I mean, this has highlighted our killings. This has highlighted his greatness, has highlighted everything about him, and probably raised his stock. So I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen because, I mean, he's got all the recipes, all the ingredients right now to interfere with John Cena's business He's got all the. I mean, the road is laid out. I mean, Stevie Wonder could see it. But
Yeah.
Yeah. And we talking about him being here. We don't know, but this attitude seems like when he was going up against John Cena at Capital Punishment that time, where a lot of people thought he should win the belt at that time. And when he turned, who he turned on? I think it was John Morrison, and he pulled out that cigarette from a fan or something.
Well, no, he might have. But if he pulls out a cigarette and lights it up,
yeah,
he's still ain't a heel. I don't know. He has to do something heelish for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what he is. He ain't a heel.
You got a low blow Cody Rhodes for us to be like.
Yeah, you got to do something like that.
Yeah,
I mean, this right here, this is not heelish. This is more like
I'm taking up for myself.
Yeah, right. Like,
I'm not saying he's a heel. I'm just saying the attitude is just harkening back to how he was during that time when he fought John Cena. Like I said, at that pay-per-view.
I get you.
Okay, but I don't know. Like I said, he cut the hair and everything.
That was a bit surprising. I still kind of wonder about that, but I mean, listen, that's his hair.
It was a shocking moment. I mean, it isn't like a lot of people say he's kind of losing his hair in the front anyway. Yeah. So he just went ahead and did it, and now he got like the designs all over his head now, and so it fits the more Ron Killings attitude and the edge and the grittiness of what he wants to be right now. And like I said, it's very intriguing. It's very intriguing.
I'm very intrigued. I mean, I'm very intrigued, man. It was authentic. It was raw. You felt like you was there in the moment, even if you were like just watching it on television. I mean, or well, not television anymore. We watch it on Netflix. But I mean, you felt like you were there in the moment. So I mean, what do you guys think? Did we have the clip ready? BJ, you got the clip, Professor?
So yeah, I have a clip. Well, see, it's a 4-minute clip, but I have the clip of R-Truth. So on the whole Busted Open episode, go ahead, Sean, set the table. What happened on Busted Open? I'll show the clip of R-Truth is responding to Bubba Ray.
Earlier in the week, Bully Ray was asked how he felt about R-Truth's dramatic turn, his promo on Raw. Bully Ray said that he did not quite enjoy it because if he's going to distinguish himself from not being the comedic relief or being R-Truth as we know him, Bully Ray says he should never have mentioned the truth in his promo. Like, I'm the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, right? Put some respect on my name. So Bully Ray feels like he should have never even mentioned the truth because now you're calling us back to something that you're trying to get away from. So today, Ron Killings was invited on Busted Open with no knowledge of what Bully Ray said, and David LaGreca showed him the clip.
Okay, and this is where R-Truth replies. Give me a second.
R-Truth, he kind of crashed out.
R-Truth, Ron Killings. Hang on. Oh, hold on. I had the volume all the way down. Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, rewind. Look at a little rewind. There you go. Well, his name was Ron Killings anyway.
Who the fuck he talking to? Who he telling me who I am? I know who I am. I'm protecting him. But see, everybody got somebody that's trying to tell them who the fuck they are. I know who I am. I'm not the nice one. I'm driving now. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. You know you better than anybody else know. And I know me better than anybody else know me too. And they better put some respect on my name because I am the truth. So help me. Wow.
Yeah,
How you gonna tell me why I cut my hair? I do what I want to do. See, it ain't that nice time no more. But I'm not angry. I won't be taken advantage of no more. Things gonna change around here. I'm driving now. Oh.
Did y'all hear it all, or did it go out?
Yeah, I heard it all.
We heard it.
What do you guys think is going on?
Oh, okay, that worked out.
What do you guys think is going on? Because what we didn't see was how he came on. He came on as R-Truth. He's like, "What's up, guys?" Was real relaxed, real calm, just like we know R-Truth to be. And when he got triggered, that's when Ron Killer shows up. So what do you guys think is going on?
It's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Mr. Hyde. Something like that. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that type of situation. And like you said, yeah, it's trigger points where like, yeah, I'm be cool until you just push me to a point where you think you can tell me what to do or tell me who I am or how to do things or what you think I should be doing. No, I'm driving now. I would like dude said, "What? I'm the captain now," and so he doing his thing. And like I said, he gonna do things his way, and that's why I'm intrigued to see if he goes more after Cena or is he going after somebody else on the Raw locker room. We don't know. This is more unhinged, crash out truth. Yeah. And we don't know.
He crashed today.
But that's what we want to see. Stuff like this, that's what we want to see from him. To see, I'm trying to see how to put it, but
see more of an edge.
Yeah, I mean, we want that more of an edge. Like, so we've laughed for years, but now it's time to really pay attention.
He moving some things.
Yeah, that was my joint. Okay, quick, yo.
He getting right.
We're getting right. I'm about to move some things. Hey, let's go. But I mean, that's what he's doing. He's trying to shake things up. And like I said, we don't know what he's gonna do next. Maybe he might attack somebody. I don't know, but he's like I said, if he's not a heel, then I don't know if he will do that. But it just somebody's gonna come at him the wrong way. Mm-hmm. I just don't know who it is yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, was this just not reactionary to someone having an opinion that he just didn't care about? Is that a personality change, or is that just more like, who do you think I am right now? I am not that guy. Listen, I'll be your friend, but don't try me, right? That's what you said, right? Don't try me.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just more of a reaction of, you trying me. You trying me, that's what you get. What the Bruce Banner, well, that was a Bruce Banner, yeah, that was a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing. Maybe you'll Hulk out, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be R-Truth anymore. Like, that thing is done, but he still is going to be somewhat welcoming. This is why I'm not sure he's a heel yet. I got to see what the heel activity is. Mm-hmm. But I really do think it's going to be more like I'm going to show you better than I can tell you type thing.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
I thought it was interesting that this took place on Busted Open. I guess I feel like to kind of further this. I don't know. I don't want to feel like everything is a work. I want to feel like
no, this is a work. This is a work. Yeah, this ain't a shoot. This is all work right here. This is R-Truth on a new contract, working for that contract.
Oh yeah. This part is a work. I mean, but not him coming back, but now that he is back, now we working.
Yeah. Right.
But but I they blurring the lines a little bit though. That kayfabe is alive. I don't know. Might be we had a shirt that say it ain't, but I don't know.
No, listen, kayfabe is always alive. Kayfabe never dies.
Still working on it, ladies and gentlemen. Still working on
it. It's a different kayfabe now.
Yeah. It's Netflix kayfabe. You know what I'm saying? Man, so but overall, I think that this couldn't have happened any better than what it is. Like, I don't think they could have even, imagined what this is turning into, right?
Right, but they need to capitalize on it. The lightning in the bottle right now.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to strike. That's a critique some people say is that sometimes these stories take so long that when you do finally strike, it dies out. You had the New Day situation. That heel turn was amazing, but it died out. And then by the time they won the tag titles, no one cared anymore. So it's like, you definitely got to make sure you hit on this thing while people are interested. Chad Gable had a hot moment, but it just didn't get capitalized on. And now we got his friend, Grande Americano.
That is not his friend. That is Chad Gable.
What are we talking about here? I don't understand this. That I seen these two in the same room, so it can't be Chad Gable. I literally saw them in the same room. Chad Gable was having an interview, and they were asking if it was Chad Gable. And then while that was happening, Americano was being escorted out. No. Mystery solved there.
Man. All right. Anyway. So I think this could all merge together because at the beginning of the show on Raw, we had John Cena in the ring doing what he does best, being, he's growing on me, ladies and gentlemen, as a heel. I gotta admit, he's growing on me. He's growing on me. And the more I listen to him, I'm like, man, you know what? He is right. He's right about all you keyboard warriors out there. He's right about all you guys. But here comes CM Punk to save the day, because we all were like, I mean, at least I was, what's next for John Cena? I mean, he beat everybody that's been put in front of him. So who else is going to, because he said he wanted a challenge. He wanted a challenge. He wanted the best. That's what he said. That's what he said before he dropped a tear the last time we saw him in the ring, right? And he walked out. So we get CM Punk. CM Punk comes out to save the day. In the middle of CM Punk's response to John Cena, he brings up R-Truth. So is CM Punk going to be the door, so to speak, for Ron Killings to come walking right in and sees what's rightfully his? I mean, sees his place in that storyline. And I guess we have John Cena, Ron Killings part 2. What you guys think?
What's after this pay-per-view?
Let
me see.
You got Saudi Arabia. King, was it?
Oh, yeah, King of the Ring. So he has
King
that. I don't know, because I'm trying to think, because I'm thinking by SummerSlam we're getting Cody and Cena again.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, I don't see.
I mean, possibly. That's why we got to discuss the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournaments. But
that is a tournament too. So that's that whole dynamic. Oh yeah, I got to bring the tournaments. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you go first.
Because Cody's in the King of the Ring tournament.
Yeah, that's what got me like, ooh. We'll talk about it in just a second. As far as promo, I mean, it seems like Punk is, trying to stand up for the people. He not trying to stand up for the company. He want to stand up for the people. Want to be a hero for the people. Voice of the voiceless. It's his moniker, So we'll see what happens with that. And then it's funny that John Cena kind of playing with Punk right now, because I don't know if everybody knows Punk didn't want to wrestle in Saudi Arabia. He didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia.
Do you know the tweet? Do you remember the tweet?
Where's the tweet?
Yeah.
So I can't find it because it's so deep in there. Miz had made some type of tweet, and Punk's reply to the tweet was, "Have fun sucking that Saudi bleep."
Dang.
Yeah.
He found that, because this is way before he got signed back to WWE, okay. And he saw going to Saudi Arabia as being a sellout move.
Right.
You going over there just for the check, then, huh?
Yeah. So that's the preference. Go ahead, RC.
Oh man. Well,
over that check. Right, but it's like Cena playing with him, like, but if you want this title shot, that's the only place I'm giving it to you. Mm-hmm. So, but
you got to follow me there.
Right. You got to go to Saudi Arabia if you want the title shot. And so, I mean, I guess I'm assuming Punk has accepted, but we'll see this match. But we're talking about Ron Killings interfering. We had Seth Rollins come out.
Oh yeah,
because he got that money in the bank, so he's trying to wave that over, show that power. He's talking about that power, and so quote unquote, I guess
power is power.
Which I'm like, he didn't need it, but that's another story.
Hell yeah, Seth didn't need it.
We can discuss that. No, we can discuss that.
Yeah, I don't think he needed it. No, yeah, I really
no, because he already got the group behind him, and to where he get up to that point.
Right.
So yeah, he don't need it, and. If he didn't win it, I don't think he needed to be in the King of the Ring tournament either.
No. I feel like he's got just what he needs. He's got the wise man. He's got his history. He's done a whole lot of things where he really probably wouldn't need, to walk around with a briefcase, to get into a title picture. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like
I feel like he has enough clout going on where he
and we still don't know what the group name is.
I thought it was called the Division, but on this show, I guess the professor dubbed them the Seth Riders.
The Seth Riders. So then, instead of the Death Riders, huh?
Yeah.
Exactly. The Seth Riders.
Oh man. Makes sense because he's the only one that can wear a different color every night except them.
Right.
He's also the only one that can't lead a faction, but that's another story. I don't think he's a great faction leader.
Nah. Roman Reigns is the best faction leader.
I mean, out of the Shield.
Yeah, out of the Shield he is.
Yeah. I don't know. So, like I said, we'll see this match. I put on a question on TikTok, like, do we see Punk dethroning Cena? It's very possible because I don't know. Like I said, we got R-Truth right there. We got Seth right there. It's a lot of distraction going on. So I don't know.
Boy, I hate to be just busting bubbles around here, but that ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. No, seriously though.
Oh, he's doing it. The Punk ain't winning. I like to say it's a match coming out of nowhere a little bit. But we kind of put this in our hopes of that Punk and Cena fight on the Fair World Tour. We've been talking about it for a little while, so Punk will be on that road. But it just seemed like it just came out of nowhere because you know Cena's been on SmackDown trying to fight different contenders, Cody, Randy Orton, R-Truth. But I figured Cena could go anywhere he wanted to because it's John Cena. Mm-hmm. even though the title is usually on SmackDown, but it's John Cena. He can go anywhere he wants to, fight whoever he wants to, and we see it right here fighting CM Punk
for a limited time only. Have
3
dates left.
Right, especially with on the Saudi Arabia show. You know what? It's just whatever they want, Matt over there. So
very limited time.
Yeah, he only got 19 dates now.
Yeah,
well, 18 now after all.
He counted it down. I don't know. I love that he does that.
Yeah,
he counts it down. The appearances,
Money
in the Bank, elimination. That I don't know. That's good. That's good work.
It is. I do love it when they do it because they be right on cue with it.
Yeah, with the number just ticking away. And I love the all black. I love it.
Right, his name stays up there while he talking.
So one thing I kind of wish is that he would dress in all black. I wish he would do that, but I do understand it. On the flip side of that, I also do like that he wears the sports team colors of every city he's been to.
Yep.
So it's kind of a catch-22.
I wish I knew the exact places he going though, just so I know what shirt I want to get.
Well, you got the dates.
I mean, I know they don't show the date. They don't show the location on all these dates. So I'm like, is he coming close to where I am so I can figure out what shirt I want?
Well, you know the color of SummerSlam. Where they gonna be at SummerSlam?
You're gonna be
in the jersey.
White. It's gonna be green and white.
It's gonna be it ain't the Jets. He's gonna take the Giants.
The Giants.
Red, white, and blue. He is not taking it.
That's New York though.
That's New York.
They all play in Jersey.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They play in MetLife?
Yeah, they all play in Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah. Giants and the Jets. Unless he takes the Yankees. No, he ain't taking the Yankees.
Nah,
He's a Red Sox fan.
Nah, yeah.
The Knicks.
Because Punk keep getting on him about that.
Yeah.
I love that promo. That's one of my favorite promos too.
You're more New York Yankees than Boston.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite promos when he did it. They talked about that. They brought. I like that callback to that promo.
He did quite a few callbacks. He started the promo off with, "I hope you're comfortable, John." Back to when he did the pipe bomb.
Right.
First line there. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
So much history, so much great history between these two.
Which is why this match should have happened in Money in the Bank and not in Saudi Arabia. They could have had the Logan Paul and Cena tag team at Saudi Arabia because that's more of that style.
But I don't know. But then we had the R-Truth run in, so they guess they want to capitalize on that at that time. So I don't know.
Yeah, because you didn't want.
Well, the match was made before the run in.
That's true.
But I know. I'm just saying it's like, well, I guess he could have interfered in the Punk and Cena match too. So I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, I guess so, but
I don't know because Punk. It doesn't matter. Either way, we're here.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
But I think the biggest, maybe a semi story from that tag match is like Logan Paul and Cena. They really don't get along. Looks like they got some type of friction going on that is going to happen eventually.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if we're gonna see Logan Paul until around SummerSlam. I feel like I feel like we ain't gonna see him again until around SummerSlam.
Even then, I don't know how a Cena Logan Paul match works because who will be the face?
Nah, it won't be Cena.
That will be when Cena does turn back face.
Will that be his redemption tour?
Yeah.
Well, he only got like 3 months after.
What if he just rides out into the sunset of hill?
He not.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Not the way the story going. He not because that Punk was saying, like he was saying at Elimination Chamber, he told Punk, "I'm sorry," in the chamber, and so all this is. I feel like it's building and leading to his babyface turn again.
There are
it's for certain instances.
There are also shots of Cena having face of remorse, maybe regret. He even had that in Money in the Bank. Mm-hmm. So there's a recipe for him to turn face. I don't know. He could end the heel. I'm not ruling that out. That could be the end. He could end it as heel. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see where it goes.
Yeah. We'll see where it goes, man. And we want to know what you guys think down in the comment. Does CM Punk leave the business as a heel, or will he grace us all with his presence in
John Cena?
Whatever his name is.
I know.
Whatever. Like he's a nobody. Okay.
Whatever he wants to be called these days. You know what I'm saying? Will he grace his presence with our presence of him being a face? Or will he ride out?
Cena retire. Cena can't retire soon enough.
It's almost over.
But he has to drop the title before he does. So let's just put that out.
Oh yeah, I feel like he will.
He said he's taking that title home. He said the last reigning champion. I will say this. I love when he points to the ring announcer and they say the whole thing. Never seen 17.
That's a great intro. That's a great introduction.
That is really good.
I love it every time they say it. And the fans cheering for me every time they do it too.
Yeah. A certain person we all love wrote that one. Good job, Triple H. Good job.
I don't know. Triple H getting a lot of hate right now online. So
you know what? I want to talk about that. We all just a few months ago, just barely Netflix. I mean, we can go back. Oh, we were sold as Triple H era this, and we were just so this is the best thing since sliced bread, right? The best thing since the microwave. Now here we are. And that's why I understand what John Cena is saying now. That these digital audience, these guys out here, they don't know what they really want. They just here today, gone tomorrow. You know, the moment you do something wrong, your career is over. The Rock's going to replace you. Everybody's going to fire you. I mean, there's so much of a mob mentality these days where we just can't let things play out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, real quick, hold on.
Go ahead.
Is that not in every form of media?
I mean, we ain't talking about every form.
No, it's just like, okay, well, fine. We talk about wrestling then. Well, it's like, yeah, everyone was on. Well, first of all, WrestleMania 41 left everyone with a sour taste. Just that in itself is where all of it went downhill because no one liked that ending. No one I know liked that ending. Did any of us like that ending? Let me just ask that question. Any of us here like the ending and how WrestleMania 41 played out before we continue?
I didn't like the ending for different reasons.
I'm biased.
Didn't like it.
I'm biased because John Cena got 17, so I'm biased.
So is it just on the 17, like just in the dynamic of how it played out? You're fine with it though? Like, not
how it played out. I mean, I would have rather The Rock interfere to play out the storyline from Elimination Chamber, but I'm just happy John Cena got to 17. I mean, that's the only thing I'm happy about with that situation.
No, I get that. But my question is just like, was it entertaining? That's my question because we're talking about sports entertainment. Was it something that was entertaining? I know you like the outcome, but was it an entertaining show?
No, but because I felt Cody Rhodes looked stupid by not either punching John Cena or whatever. He didn't have to hit him with the belt. That hesitation felt stupid. For you to be a champion for a whole year.
Cody's fault. He's a face.
That's what I'm saying. It's Cody's fault.
Well, I understand the blame. I'm just asking, was it entertaining? That's all I'm trying to figure out. I don't want to get to the whole nuance of it.
I'm not trying to blame nobody. I'm just trying to say I didn't like it because how it played out. I didn't like how it played out. Okay. Because Cody could have did something else. You got to be smarter than that. You're the world champion for a whole year.
I didn't like it, of course, for very obvious reasons. I don't think that we should never went down this path. But I would say this, that there probably could have been other ways we got to the finish, right? It could have been in other ways, could have been a multitude of things. Yeah. I don't think I get why Travis Scott was there, but then I don't understand why he had, he could have just, his music could have hit and he could have just stood up there at the entrance and then that was
distracted Cody. Yeah, he could have just distracted Cody. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I understand. I'm not talking about the end. It's just the entertainment factor, right? Why is everyone turning on Triple H? That's what it's coming down to. So you have that dynamic. You have WrestleMania 41 ending as a dud. Then you have this number about record profits, but then at the same time, we see these releases. I understand releases happen. I'm not arguing against it or for it. I'm just saying people don't like it. So it's going to be bad news. Then on top of that, you also have the instance of ads everywhere. You know, I paid a Peacock Premium, but guess what I got to do when I watch WWE? I got to watch the very thing I paid not to see. So it's like
you too. Some reason I'm still getting ads too, and I'm like,
no,
man.
I'm saying it does happen, but I mean, again, these are the dynamics that people are not happy about, and it's not just the one thing; it's a multitude of things. So it's like, yeah, we like that he's no okay. I'll say this: anybody who wants Vince McMahon back, those people are idiots. Like they're dumb. They don't know what they're talking about. You should not want Vince McMahon back. You want to talk about someone booking for themselves? That was Vince McMahon 1000%, especially after 2011. Fight me on that one. He was only booking for himself. But anyway, but as far as people not liking his current creative, I mentioned the New Day. That was questionable. Some people don't like the fact that he keeps pushing Rhea. Some people don't like the fact that others are getting buried. Some are kind of weird about the Americano thing. So, I mean, do the online fans have up and down opinions? Of course they do. They're online. If you go to Twitter for any other reason, I don't know, like if you go to Twitter going to Twitter and seeing toxic tweets is like going to a dump and smelling crap. Well, what do you expect? You're at a dump.
Yeah.
Like that's just what it is. That's why I stay off of Twitter, because Twitter is toxic. But you know, you get what you pay for. So I personally do think some of the criticisms are valid to Triple H. And from my standpoint, if Tony Khan did all of this by the book and same as Triple H, he would get the same heat. I've been saying that since before Mania. If Tony Khan booked the road to Mania the same way Triple H did, he would have gotten heat for it. So my thing is consistency. So that's it.
I get that. But then I'm like to the point where, so we talk about the ads. Clearly, that's coming from a bigger standpoint, a bigger picture. We got. This isn't the WWE that we once knew. This is TKO's version. Oh, and you got a bunch of people that never really were in the business. They were kind of around the business, saw the business. And you got a bunch of guys that probably couldn't tell you half of the history that we all fell in love with, right? So they're working this from a business standpoint, which I understand. Bills got to be paid, right?
Well, I don't think they have trouble paying bills. So,
of course,
I don't want to hear that for about
billionaires and millionaires. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
I'm pretty sure they're fine with their bills.
They're very fine. They all live in Vegas for a year. So, But I'm saying, like, you know, it all can't fall on one person. But it does. It will.
Well, everything the president does ain't totally his fault. Like, so I mean, what are we saying? Like,
well, that's why I said it will fall on one person, because somebody's got to be the guy, right? That's what leadership's all about.
It's the
figurehead. You know, but it's a catch-22 for me. For obvious reasons. Triple H, you're doing a great job. You're doing a really good job, man. A really good job.
But I mean, it's that, and then Triple H saying how, you know, the internet fans, what y'all saying, it don't matter. Just shut the comment. Almost like a shut up and watch.
Yeah, that
we put out
press tour, that was very aggressive. And then for him to then the R-Truth thing happens, like come on, man, you kind of just went at people, and now you're like, oh, you know, we listen to you. Like,
Well, I mean, isn't it kind of like, you know, just kind of like, because we live in such a rapid time of information where like as soon as we get done with this, there's gonna be something that we didn't know about right now, right? Because that's how fast information travels.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's to the point where it's like, hey, just enjoy the product. Let us do our part. Let us try to work this thing out and do what we gotta do. You guys,
what if you're not enjoying the product?
I mean, you're not enjoying the product, dude. It is what it is.
Well, that's why people want to voice their opinion.
Exactly. Like that's why you voice your opinion. Say I don't like the product. Like that's, I don't know. Go ahead, RC.
Yeah, I'm not saying people voicing their opinion about what they dislike about what you got going on, and it's a consistent thing. Like not having, you know, the profits on WrestleMania. It's not just what I was saying. It's a lot of people are saying this, like, because they didn't prove it on that SmackDown right after WrestleMania. Why they should have been on WrestleMania, because one of those other matches could have took the sidebar, and that tag ladder match should have been on WrestleMania.
That's true. I think it's like how I felt like for what was it? Backlash. I mean, I fantasy booked myself and all kind of stuff that ain't nowhere near on their radar.
I don't know why y'all thought Goldberg was showing up. Nothing said Goldberg was going to be at that match. I don't know what anyone. I could not, still to this day, understand why that was a thought. But go ahead.
I mean, I fantasy booked myself into a frenzy, and so that's what I feel he's saying. Like we out here writing stuff before anything can even happen, right?
Well, it's not even just fantasy booking. Again, like I said with the New Day, we didn't fantasy book it. He just didn't book it. So
right, and nothing big came from it. Yeah, but I mean, but with that tag ladder match, that was what you were building up, and you just didn't put it on WrestleMania.
That's he booked that and didn't put it on the biggest show. So it's like that ain't fantasy booking, or that's just people like we didn't get what we paid for.
And Raw, the Raw tag titles was on WrestleMania. That was barely anything, even though it could have been with a New Day, because like I said, that was a hot heel turn that everybody was talking about, but they didn't capitalize on that, and so it just kind of whimpered into WrestleMania, and they won the titles. I was happy that they won, but I mean, still wasn't a big thing like the SmackDown tag titles are.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like that. That's not fantasy booking. That's just you kind of didn't pick up the pace on some of that. Strike when the iron was hot.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta unplug the iron.
I know.
Well, no, sometimes you strike when the iron's hot.
We plugged it in, use it.
Yeah, right? Use it. Right? What you plugged it in for? Like iron this shirt.
That's like plugging it in for a wrinkled shirt, but like, oh, never mind. I want to wear another shirt.
Well, if you're gonna stick it in the dryer, then at least hurry up. Like if you're gonna at least get fine, give us the ending quickly and just be like, here you go. Don't give us a story. I don't know. That's just an example, but like I said, it's a catch-22. You're going to take the good with the bad. Right now, WWE was on a high. Now it's going through its lows. AEW at one point was on a high. It got 1 million viewers per week. There was a point where that was the case, and that was on its lows. So it's like, I mean, right now, personally, I think AEW is actually getting on a high. I think they're actually putting out a quality product now.
And they need to really capitalize that all in on this.
Seriously, right?
They need to strike right now.
Right? That's when the iron's hot. Look, TNA, they were plateauing, but now TNA's kind of on a high. So it's ebbs and flows in business as well. That happens. Apple have fans, and they don't, then they do, and then they don't.
That's business. And, they always bank on their core crowd at the end of the day anyway, right? So somebody's going to watch it.
Well, ideally, right? Yeah, someone's going to watch it.
Someone's going to watch it. But, brings me to the point, how many of us saw Jey Uso losing on Monday Night Raw?
No, I don't know. So real quick to that point, RC asked me, was it RC? You asked me, do I think Jey Uso was going to lose? I don't know.
Yeah, he was talking about Money in the Bank.
Well, he was talking about how beat up Jey was. And I was like, I didn't think about that. It's like, he might, but I never said he would. But
because I think he's injured, right? Like, for real, though.
I don't think he's injured right now. I think they were just playing that up to this match he had with Gunther because he was holding his ribs after the tag match, and
Gunther exposed it. And
Gunther said it the Raw before that, like, you overextended yourself and you trying to be there for everybody, and with a guy like me, you don't want to do that. And I'm warning you right now. And then he tried to warn him, but Jey Uso ain't gonna listen to what Gunther got to say, because Gunther is for himself. Jey is for everybody, and in Gunther's eyes, that's Jey's downfall. Trying to be there for everybody, and you can't focus on the World Heavyweight Championship. That's just like how Drew McIntyre was telling Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 40. That's why Seth lost to Drew McIntyre, because Seth wanted to be involved in that tag match, just like Jey Uso.
Yep.
And that's how he lost.
Yep.
Rule of thumb: if you're the world champion, don't do tag matches.
Right.
Just stay out of that.
Stay out of everybody else's situation.
The last one.
Stay as far away as you can.
Right, but Gunther, took advantage of a hurt champion, but even though he warned him, and then what Gunther said when he got back, nobody was there for Gunther. Everybody went home. Gunther was back there. He just came back to the World Championship. Nobody was back there clapping for him like they did for Jey when he won. But Gunther cares nothing about that. Gunther cares about him, his championships, and doing focuses on his mission. Gunther is the Nikola Jokic of the WWE to me.
Well,
he's the Joker. He's a Joker.
It's because he's European and fat. Is that
no? I mean, that's a part of it, but I mean, it's just a lot of similarities. But Joker has these all these MVPs that a lot of people didn't think he should get. And look, Gunther has a championship around his waist by 80% of his career.
Now we can't say that Gunther don't deserve it.
I'm not saying Gunther don't deserve it because Joker deserves it because he works hard, but don't make people still want to see him with it.
Yeah, but he also only has one championship. But I get your point. I'm talking about
MVPs. Because he got like what 2 or 3 now.
Oh, that's true. The MVPs. Yeah. The finals is the Cena title. That's the NBA finals. Okay, I want to get it.
Nah. The MVPs I'm comparing to the championships that Gunther gets.
I'm just trying to not demolish the upper mid card championship right now.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm kidding.
He's bringing prestige. He's bringing prestige.
Exactly right. Well, let me ask you something. Did Jey Uso's reign help elevate the title, considering the matches he had?
I think it did because everybody loves Jey and everybody wants to see Jey.
What stood out to you in that title? I want to hear that. What stood out to you?
I mean, it's just him himself. Because if everybody wants to see you and see you with the championship, everybody wants to see that championship on their screen because you have it.
That's not good enough.
I think that's what it is. I think it's good enough because I mean, you put in butts in seats and they want to see you as world champion. They want to see the world championship with that title. And a lot of people are not wanting to fight John Cena. Look at Drew and Damian Priest, but they want to go after Jey Uso.
That's a valid point. So
I mean, come on. That's putting that title above him. And you see Seth looking at that championship. That's the one he wants to cash in on.
All right. Well, let me just run this. So Jey was champion for 51 days. 51. He beat Gunther. Then he had a title defense against Seth Rollins, with Seth won by DQ, though. That was on Monday Night Raw. Then he had another defense against Logan Paul that was at Saturday Night's main event. And this was actually the 4th defense and the last defense. That was it. That was all his title defenses. Now, I mean, I guess at this point it comes to the question: if you do like Jey Uso, did Jey Uso elevate the title though? That's the question, because it's viewed as the upper mid card title by some. Did Jey make it feel like an actual top tier title, higher than it was before?
I would say no, and the only reason being is because you got John Cena out there. So let it would have been somebody outside of John Cena's. Just his aura and everything. If it'd been another champion, then we could probably, I don't know, maybe I would have felt something. But you got John Cena running around, so I don't think outside of that, I don't think he elevated the title.
Before you go, let me ask the question in this case then. Let's just speak about it strictly from Raw, since it is the World Championship on Raw. Forget the John Cena factor. Did Jey's title reign stand out in any degree as far as previous champions of this particular championship?
I'm still no. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I feel like it did. I don't know. I like it because everybody comes to see Jey and his it factor and like I said, he brings these people to the show and he's a champion, and that's why he got the championship in the first place.
I told y'all in the beginning, like nobody's taking that away from him. Everybody's gonna come do the yeet. It's marketable. It makes money. It puts people in the audience. I mean, they want to do the yeet, right? You can't contain yourself. You can't help but not do that thing. No matter if you like them, love them, you're going to be up doing it. I was there in the audience, and I was up doing the yeet, right? Everybody does it. But that's not translatable to him being, I mean, it's not translatable to him putting that title on the upper echelon picture of things, right? Just because you got that, I mean, that's a part of it. But I don't think it's the whole thing.
What I don't think is with that championship, I don't know if it's ever going to be bigger than what the WWE championship is anyway.
Well, maybe not. But again, the question is, was it bigger than it was before? Like, let me ask you this. What is the peak of this championship, considering that you had Gunther, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso? I think those are the 4 champions that it's had so far. Who has so far been the best champion? Like, rank them. Yeah, there we go. Rank them best to worst.
It's going to be Seth. Who else had it?
Gunther. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, if we count Drew McIntyre, it was half a day.
Oh yeah, Drew's in there.
It's Seth, Drew, Damian, Gunther, then Jey, and now back to Gunther.
Gunther, I don't know. Jey and Damian is a toss-up to me. So,
you don't like Damian either. Okay,
I say Seth number 1, Gunther number 2, Jey 3. Damian and then Drew, because Drew only had for 5 minutes.
We can't count that. I mean, I guess we can.
He had it.
What was your role again, RC? Do you again? What was it?
Seth, Gunther, Jay, Damian.
Gotcha. All right.
Drew.
So if I had to pick it, I'm actually going, dude, listen. It is Seth. I'll give you Seth because he's a fighting champion. But I'm actually going to go Damian because I like the dynamic of Damian Priest's title reign with the Judgment Day. I thought it had a story, it had purpose, it had a little light. Plus, he had some pretty decent matches. He held it for 118 days, and I like this reign better than Gunther. Gunther has a better presentation, but his world title reign was more than just boring. He was a better Intercontinental champion because at least it was interesting. So then Gunther's next. Jay is at the bottom of my list only because I do think he's a world champion, but he had it for a short period of time. And Jay just doesn't seem to understand the dynamic of being a wrestler who is also wanted to be champion and how to spread yourself. So from a kayfabe standpoint, Jay is a good world champion. He's just not ready, but at least he had that moment. And Drew automatically goes to the bottom, although I would put him at number 1. It's just he didn't have it. He let his ego get the best of him.
Oh, yeah, that was all his fault.
Had Drew not gone through what he went through, he'd probably be number 1. Seth number 1 because he's the inaugural person of that title to me. I mean, I think he's the first one to hold that particular belt, right?
He is. He won the King of the Ring tournament.
And
no. He just won a tournament for the first champion.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. He beat AJ.
Yeah.
And so I agree with your thought about Jey Uso. Like he's world championship caliber material all the way. But I don't think he understood the weight that come with that, right?
Yeah, he's just it's not like now was a good time to put it on him at Mania because I was happy about it, but he ain't ready. He just ain't ready.
And thing is, I'm hearing about him and Jimmy teaming back up to fight the New Day.
I don't want to see that. But then what do you do with Jimmy though? What are you going to do with Jimmy?
You build stories with him. You have a whole bloodline that's on that show. Well, they don't do bloodline story.
They don't do that.
Just for FYI, the bloodline story ended, I think, at 41, if not before. No, the bloodline story ended, honestly.
It ended the night he got the Ula Fowler back.
Well, yeah. That Monday Night Raw Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the end of the bloodline story.
Well,
which is ridiculous because Jay won the world title. How is he not in contention to be tribal chief? But again, the bloodline story is over. So there's that.
So, but I heard that too. And I think that they put the belt back on Gunther because a certain somebody going to come back.
Goldberg. Okay.
Hey, listen, you guys. What do you mean? You guys are wishing for it all the way back and whatever.
I wasn't wishing for it. I only wished. I was saying it because I didn't see the point of the Pat McAfee match.
Are you not entertained?
No, but that's the only reason I was pulling for Goldberg to come out because I thought that was just a moment that was waiting to be had because I didn't think the Pat McAfee match meant anything or made any sense.
Yeah, well, that Goldberg wouldn't have made even less sense. You just had nonsense on top of nonsense.
All right, whatever, man. All right.
So let's move on. Let's move on to the King of the Ring.
Oh boy! Well, let me go ahead and pull them brackets up real quick. Let me just real quick.
Roxanne that causing some
trouble.
Oh,
we do the women's one. Okay.
He is causing some trouble out here.
Yeah, I gotta look at that bracket myself.
I got it right here.
Because I'm trying to see who I could see going to SummerSlam. I guess whoever show they on, that'll be who they fight.
I guess.
I don't know how this works.
It's interesting. All of them are like
You still put the men's on.
I knew I couldn't see because I didn't title it correctly. I just pulled them.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Why are you pulling it up? So Liv and Roxanne's beef is taking another level because Roxanne played her cards right and capitalized on a mistake that Liv Morgan made. And here it is. Liv Morgan found herself in the middle of a power struggle. And Dom.
Oh, yeah, for Judgment Day, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, and if she get this, she'll be the Queen Judgment.
Mm-hmm. And it's part of Finn Balor's plan, probably.
Yeah. Oh well, I ain't gonna ask you. I ain't gonna ask you who you. I ain't gonna ask you who you going for, Sean.
No, we know what's about to happen Friday night. By the way, hats off to Jade Cargill. She's got a movie role coming out. She's gonna be playing a star role right next to Jonathan Major. So it's a big deal.
Oh, okay.
Big deal.
Oh, congrats.
She's supposed to play some type of she's like a lieutenant in the mob. So she's like a female mob boss or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
I wait to see that preview. We'll see how that goes. Oh, shout out to Oscar coming back finally.
So to that point, should that have been a surprise, or we're fine with it being announced?
Which part?
Oh,
Oscar coming back.
Oscar.
Either way works really.
Well, wait, Bailey came back too.
She did come back, but she came back as a surprise. She wasn't announced. Oscar is here. Like we see she's going to be back. It wasn't, and she's been out for a while too. On top of that, so
that's all. I thought Bailey should have came back and went in the bank, but it is what it is. I guess they want a Raw moment.
You got to get people to tune in that next week. The Raw was pretty packed.
Yeah.
Then old girl, she had to do her end of the bargain. She had to have that embarrassing moment.
I mean, yeah, she did it, but I mean, after she did it, after Becky went too far with it, I thought Bailey was gonna come out, but like I said, it added intrigue to Lara's character. So I mean, it all worked out. So it's all good.
Hey, but we know who's gonna win this match on Friday night. I mean, we know what's about to happen.
Let's just do it all. Let's just do it like we did with the Owen Hart tournament. Let's just run it.
Yeah. All right, so we see Jade, getting to the semifinals. It had to be a distraction for her not to beat Perez. So
that'd be the case. That'd be a Judgment Day thing.
Yeah, so I think Morgan might mess Perez up. So Jade on the left side of the bracket. Versus right side, I see Flair. Ooh, Jade and Flair. Jade and Flair finals. I call it.
Well, hold on. You didn't even see the other row. You have.
I saw Flair at the top and Jade on this other side. Come on now.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. I smell what you're cooking, but there's a reason why I might. Anyway, hold on real quick. You got that you got the other bracket. You got to know. It's Oscar,
okay.
Stephanie, Raquel Rodriguez, and Ivy Now. Now, Valkyria and Oscar are an interesting pick.
I know. That's hard.
Oscar's coming back. Like,
I know.
There's a lot of things to take into consideration. I want you to think about that. Sean, what do you got so far, at least on the left side?
I got Jade winning the whole thing, but I'm gonna be in order though. So I got Jade coming out of that match on Friday night. I got Charlotte coming out of that with a wild card. I would love to see Chelsea Green come out of that, but I know it's probably gonna be Charlotte. And then I got Stephanie coming out of the one on Raw. So,
man.
Stephanie and Charlotte. That'd be a pretty good matchup.
I got Stephanie and Charlotte. Yep.
Oh, man.
I'm not mad at the Jade pick. Sean, RC, you want to go back and try that again with the right side? Because you really just kind of jumped the gun.
No, I mean, they've been foreshadowing that. They had all these stare downs.
I feel like it had evolution too, though.
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm a little hesitant to be like, it's going to just happen here.
Right.
That would be cool to have. That would be even better to have because they got to put big stuff on Evolution. They got to
because you know what, you could have Queen Jade versus the Queen Charlotte, and that could be a whole thing in itself.
Yep. Because Jade's going to probably because the winner of this gets a title shot. So
yeah. I'm trying to think about SummerSlam, and I'm also trying to think about Naomi cashing in.
Oh, she's going to cash in on Jade.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
Jay's gonna win this whole thing. She's gonna go to SummerSlam, face Tiffany. Old girl Naomi's gonna cash in.
Well, I'm saying she's gonna beat Tiffany. She's gonna win the championship. Naomi's gonna cash in and take it from her that moment. But either way, same plot line. Yeah. It's just the only reason I'm a little reluctant to go that route completely because I don't want to dismiss Oscar coming back. And I can see them giving Oscar the queen of the ring because she's already won every other type of thing from Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank. They may do this just because. So I can see that too. So I am torn between Oscar and Jade being in the finals, and God flip a coin on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think somebody from Raw will win the Queen of the Ring.
Oh, okay. So you got someone from Raw winning Queen of the Ring. In that case, it would be Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Okay. Yeah, I probably did jump the gun on that one, but I just don't. I don't want to see Flair beat any. I don't want Flair to beat Oscar or Stephanie, and I don't see Rodriguez and not Ivy Now winning.
I mean, Steph's on the road, man, especially after the AAA event they had, man. I mean,
right,
Money in the Bank too.
Yep, Money in the Bank.
Well, if Flair doesn't, because it's a 4-way match, Bliss could win.
Bliss could win. Or you know what? Chelsea Green could win because Bliss and Flair could cancel each other out, and I kind of forget Candice LeRae is on the roster.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did too.
She be with
Well,
DIY everywhere, but I don't know.
That's a good way to look at it because Flair and Bliss, they've been kind of meeting up backstage recently. So
exactly right. So you had that dynamic. I don't know. Like I said, me personally, I do have Jade and Asuka, but I don't know who's actually going to win out of those two because either one could win for different reasons. You can carry the whole Jade and Naomi feud, and that'll be beautiful. But at the same time, I can see them literally just giving them this to Asuka because Asuka wins these types of events.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like I said, Naomi could cost Jade in the finals.
She could. So that could be the other. That could be the other reason why Asuka wins because Jade could be costing Naomi. Be like, listen, no, I ain't gonna let you even get a chance of winning the championship.
Yeah.
Get that taste out your mouth right now. Right, I'm eating my cornbread. Oh, that's the wrong film.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
All right. So who we got? So you said Jade and Asuka in the finals.
That's what I got in the finals.
Yeah. I got Jade. I still got Jade and Charlotte. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's a tough one with that one. It's a tough one. But
it is.
We got a little time. We'll see.
But I wouldn't put it past Stephanie though. She's really coming on.
Yeah, that's the other one. That's the third one.
They do like her.
And I hate to see her take a pin. Well, you know what? It's a fatal 4-way.
She ain't got to take no pin.
Yeah, that's true.
La Primera.
All right.
We'll see.
Now we're doing the men's?
The men's.
All right.
Let's get it.
Came up before.
Who's going to get that iguana, though? Y'all getting that iguana when he comes to the main roster?
My goodness.
Oh, Mr. Iguana. He's intriguing, too, but I got to see more from him.
Oh, wait. Is that the same one before? Look at that. Now the men are bouncing around.
Come on.
There he is. Now he want to show up. Look at.
But while we're pulling this up, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, we want to know who you guys got coming out of this Queen of the Ring.
King of the Ring.
And explain why it won't be Ivy now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm not.
Okay.
Who's gonna be the mystery man next week on Raw?
Ooh.
Dragunov.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh
no, Cody's in it. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I know Cody's in it. That's what's getting me.
It should have been Cody.
Cody's in this.
We might have. Oh, go ahead, Ron.
Now, Cody being in this kind of.
I actually never seen this bracket. This is my first time actually looking at this one. Hang on.
You're kind of putting everybody down because Cody's in this.
Yeah. How does Cody not get his title shot at SummerSlam?
Right. That's the only thing. I can see Dragunov fighting Gunther at SummerSlam, and I just want to see that match again.
Because those rematches are no longer a thing, apparently.
Well, I mean, you asked Rhea.
All right, so we got Zayn in it.
Zayn is going to be fighting
Randy Orton.
You know, I don't care. I'm picking Carmelo.
I know, right? I'm looking at Carmelo like, man, give my boy something.
I don't care. I'm picking Carmelo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want to pick him too, but I mean, you got Orton. That's like,
yeah, that's Orton coming back too on that.
Orton's the veteran in that bracket. Cody's the veteran in his bracket.
Wait, what happened? What's he coming back from again?
Losing to Cena.
That's it, though, right? He didn't get
he RKO'd
He RKO'd R-Truth, right?
No, the general manager.
Everyone.
Oh yeah, the general manager. So he must have got fined.
Oh, he's got to pay a fine. Well, he already paid the fine.
He
got to pay a new fine.
Yeah, he been off TV. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Orton is coming back, but I can still see Carmelo sneaking one. Even then, it doesn't matter because I don't know who's gonna win. Sami Zayn,
because Orton made it to the finals last year, so
Sami Zayn has a thing with Karrion Kross that may.
Karrion Kross still ain't in this tournament. This is ridiculous.
I mean, will he be the mystery? Will he be the mystery guy down there in the bottom?
He could be too. I still think it's Dragunov.
Who else could be coming back? Could there be a
Wait a minute.
Does
the winner choose which title they go after, or do they go after a specific title?
I think it's for their respective shows.
Oh, okay. Well, Braun Breaker already lost. Does Bronson Reed advance? Because Seth has a guy in here for a reason.
Well,
he had Braun Breaker, but Sammy won. He had Bronson Reed in the other bracket.
It's going to be whoever the mystery person is. I think that's going to win that one.
Yeah, because they're building that up for a reason for a comeback.
Because
so Dragunov wins and then loses to Cody.
I don't know. Cody wins.
Cody's going to win his bracket.
Cody's winning this.
He's winning his bracket.
I'm not sure how Cody's losing it. This is Cody's to lose, honestly.
It is. It's tough having Cody in this.
Because, I mean, honestly, ain't no one on here that can beat Cody.
That throws everything off. If like I said, unless Cody got another thing going on, his thing still got that thing going on with Cena, or
someone interferes.
Yeah,
someone has to interfere.
Yeah, somebody interfere for Cody to lose this thing.
Well, if that's the case, if we're talking about interference,
so will the fourth person be Logan Paul though?
No. I don't see that.
I don't know if we're saying that because we don't want that, but
actually, you know what? Look at the size of the people in that bracket. It's Sheamus, Rusev, and Reed. Those are some big people. Dragunov gonna get eaten. They gonna eat that man alive.
Hey,
you never know.
Reed gonna eat him by himself.
Dragunov is a tough dude, bro.
Dragunov is tough. He's a tough.
It might be Logan Paul as the fourth guy.
He's gonna get eaten alive.
Yeah, right. But that's gonna be a big meaty man slapping meat match.
Oh man, that's what I'm thinking. You gotta add another meaty man.
I don't know who it is.
I mean, will it be a caller from NXT?
Ooh. Oh boy, if they had Oba in that thing.
If
they had Oba.
Oh, he's already a champion.
I know. He beat the new dude on NXT too. That was a tough match for him. That was one of his tough. I think that's one of his toughest match he had. But Oba pulled it out.
He caught him in the parking lot.
Yeah, dude, truck slammed him on a windshield. I was like, oh boy. I thought he might have had that since he did that, but he still lost.
I was like, I hope that's not a faculty car. Somebody ain't getting home.
But now Oba pulled it out. He big strong boy.
But so I got Orton coming out. I really like Hayes, man. I really want to see because Hayes won the Andre the tournament. So I'm like, he should advance to get to something like this and win this too. But I just don't see Orton coming back on TV and losing in the tournament like this. And
well, he ain't got to get pinned.
That's true. But then I think Sheamus and Rusev going to cancel each other out, and whoever that fourth person in Reed going to go at it. So I got whoever that fourth person going to be. I still got to see who that person going to be. But I got the fourth person.
I don't know who that fourth person could be.
I'm still stick with Ilya Dragunov as that fourth person, and then he might pull it out in that match, and then fight Cody, which will be a great match. Because last year they had great matches, we didn't know who's gonna win, and this I guess they doing it again this year. I'm liking the King Ring tournament how they doing it right now.
Yeah,
you really can't tell who's gonna win these things.
Nope. Because I really didn't see Roxanne winning. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be Liv,
especially Rhea and Liv in that match. Yeah. So I don't know. I said Hayes versus Zayn, and then Karrion Kross costs Zayn for Carmelo, and then Carmelo fights
Cody.
Gotta be Cody. And then somebody calls Cody, and then Carmelo wins.
No, Carmelo is not winning the King of the Ring. He's not even getting past the second round. All right, he's looking to get there. He ain't getting past the second round. He ain't beating Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn got something going on with Karrion Kross.
Sami Zayn is making it. Sami Zayn's gonna make it to the finals because Sami has his. He has a backstory of him going after the world title because Karrion keeps telling he won't be world champion. So
Sami's about to turn.
This is a backdrop. Sami has to lose. He has to lose the semifinals to plant the seed of him eventually becoming a world champion.
Right.
If he actually becomes a world champion.
That means Carmelo go to the finals then.
No, Sami is going to the finals.
You said he wouldn't get past semifinals just now.
No, Carmelo's gonna get past. Okay, well, Carmelo's gonna get past semifinals. Sami's going to the finals to lose to Cody. This is probably when Sami does turn heel, like Sean is saying. But he's going to go to the finals, and he's going to realize that whatever his method is doesn't work, and he's going to end up becoming a heel, and that's when you're going to see a new Sami Zayn probably after this pay-per-view, if not around SummerSlam.
But you can't find so Gunther ain't gonna be champion then. Because you can't have no heel Sami Zayn going after the heel Gunther.
I mean, Sami Zayn might turn heel.
Like I said, SummerSlam maybe by that point.
And
well, he ain't gonna fight him at SummerSlam anyway. Hold on, Sammy's not winning the tournament. Cody's winning the tournament.
Right.
Okay.
Sammy ain't gonna go after Gunther. But yeah, by the time Sammy goes after a world title, someone else will probably be champion. Answer that question. Yeah.
Unless something happens where John Cena knocks Cody or somebody runs Cody over, I don't see him. I don't see him losing this tournament. Yeah.
Something would have to happen.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as I saw Cody, I was like, "Oh, okay, I got you."
Yeah, Cody's winning. So yeah, that's it. Okay. So Cody won this one.
Unless he gets locked on the bus, somebody locks that door to the bus.
I don't know. It gotta be a distraction somewhere down on in the tournament film.
Unless the final boss comes back.
No, let's not.
Lord.
No more stories with The Rock. Let's just move on from The Rock.
No
more stories from him.
All right, we can move on.
There's no follow through. Yeah.
I saw an article the other day where he had some he had like a heart issue or not gut issue or something. He had some type he had a major surgery recently. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Oh, and Undertaker had heart surgery.
Yeah, I saw that. Undertaker had a issue or operation he had to do after Mania.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Was he at Mania 40? He wasn't at Mania 41 though, was he?
I saw an article. Yeah, The Rock had some type of gut issue and some type of heart issue recently. So
I think they did his one man show on the weekend, but he wasn't actually at 41.
Okay.
Yeah. He did his own. He did his podcast at that hotel they was at.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mania, we going to Mania?
Shoot,
Vegas?
Vegas. What these tickets looking like? I don't know. Boy, trying to get that
Tickets,
money in Vegas.
Early ticket pre-sale prices came out. They were pretty high.
Jesus.
Already? Dang. Okay.
I mean, is it pre-sale? Well, no pre-sale. This that deposit thing. Deposits.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I guess.
All right.
Whatever.
Let's
I ain't paying for it.
Real quick. Let's talk about man. How you guys? First of all, the women's division on NXT has gotten a lot glamorous, ladies and gentlemen. It's gotten a lot glamorous.
It's been glamorous, but I get you.
According to the word on the street, it's got glamorous. How do we feel about former Mariah May now being Blake Monroe? How do we feel about that? First of all, I thought they did a good job with the way they're presenting her. But then I have a question for you guys, you AEW aficionados. I have a question for you guys. So, did she leave with the Toni Storm gimmick? I mean, what's going on with that?
Not anymore. She seems like she got a Bewitched gimmick. If you remember that show in the old days called Bewitched.
Oh wow. Well, it was before I was born too, so that's fair.
Yeah, it's an old show. It's an old show, but that's what they seem like they getting a little cartoon thing from. A lot of people are not liking it. A lot of people don't like the name. I keep wanting to call her Brooke Monroe, but I don't know.
Yeah, probably would have better name. Brooke would have been.
Is it Brooke? You sure it's Blake? It's sure. Okay. Well, I don't know. I keep want to say Brooke, but I don't know.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that WWE had to like own the right to your name. I don't know. I missed that part. So
it's a contract thing. So they're going to license it under their umbrella. So yeah, that becomes the whole deal. That's why some people are kind of particular about their names and want to make sure they have ownership. Chelsea Green specifically wanted to make sure she kept ownership of her name before she re-signed back with WWE.
Mm-hmm. Some people get to keep their names. Some of them got to switch it up. Like I said, it's like Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints now. I mean, like I said, I think it's something to get used to with his name, Blake Monroe. I like the Monroe part.
Yeah.
They kind of, I guess as a play on Marilyn Monroe.
Of course.
But I don't know where the Blake part comes from, but maybe that's Blake Lively. I don't know, but they just put those two names together. What's up, Kiwanis? What's up?
Hey, what's up, Kiwanis?
Her real name is Mariah anyway, right? It's Mariah or something.
I think so. Yeah. And I mean, that's probably why she didn't want to go with it. And I'm fine with that. Like I said, they could have called her Mary, call her Martha. I don't know. Blake.
Not Martha.
Not Martha Monroe. Martha. I don't know. I feel like that would have been nice. It's just I don't know. Blake just sounds.
It should have been Mariah or Maria Monroe. Mariah.
Yeah, something like that. Mariah Monroe. Yeah,
she's gonna kill it regardless. So,
well, that becomes the next question. So that becomes the thing. Do we? I've shared my opinion quite a few times about Mariah May in AEW. I thought it was a fine gimmick. I thought it was a good story, but it's like she never really developed her own persona.
Yeah.
And I mean, her matches were fine. So I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Mariah May. The best way I could put it, like I think she's average at best. How do we feel about? Do we feel like this is going to be a big thing? Like she's going to be top tier star coming into this, or
I just think they present her hopefully in a good way. She could talk, she could wrestle. So I mean that's pretty much. Oh, the grandma's name, yeah. But that's all. That's all she needs. I mean, as long as she could talk, and she could talk mad junk about the rest of these women in this division, and she could stand up for herself. And so, I think she's okay. It just like I said, how they present, they're trying to do this bewitched character. Maybe it work, maybe it won't. Just they threw her in the bathtub, another blonde in the bathtub. They tried to do that with Liv Morgan, and one of her gimmicks they tried to make work, but it didn't work. So I don't know.
She got to start somewhere. This is the step.
Yeah.
They play. I think they're going to do a lot of experimenting right now.
Yeah.
Try to find what way I guess would work best for her. They're doing a good job, I think, presenting her. And I mean, it was a big surprise because I mean, I wasn't expecting her until like maybe a few months down the road. I wasn't expecting her that quick.
Hold on, is my understanding you guys were expecting her to show up on Raw or SmackDown?
I was expecting her to show up at Evolution.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay, well,
Evolution.
Okay, I just want to put everyone's expectations. Most people are going to debut on NXT.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So it's like they learned their lesson from the Cargill experiment. It's
going
to be NXT.
Let's be respectful.
That is respectful. No, that was look. Why do you think she was off TV for so long? It was some development she had to do. So they learned their lesson. Yeah, you can market them, but we want them to be WWE. Here's the thing when I say that. It's also getting used to our style. WWE has a particular style of wrestling. You got to go through NXT to get used to it. Ricky Starks, Ethan Page, they don't need NXT, but you got to get used to WWE style. We ain't AEW. We ain't PGW or PWG. We ain't even TNA. All right?
Yeah.
This is how we do business. So learn the cameras, learn the facials, learn the actions, learn when to do this, not when to do that. Make sure you do this. This is how we like that. And that's their style.
It is. They telling a story in the ring. So
I do my research somewhere. Okay.
I think I think she's gonna do good though. I think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna be a flat run. I think it's gonna work.
Yeah, I think she's getting the title. I mean, I think that's the reason why JC Jane has it right now.
They're gonna take it off that girl, but she won. That girl won this past Tuesday. She won.
Yeah, well, you gotta make it win right now, but
she gotta hang on to it.
Blake about to beat her because I didn't even know the girl she was fighting.
Boy, Blake, I still can't get with that Blake.
God, it's gonna be a minute before I call her Blake.
I want to call her Mariah. They should just call her Mariah.
I'm still not even.
I might just say Miss Monroe. I'd say Miss Monroe.
I mean,
I don't know if they could have. I don't know if they could have done that, right, Miss Monroe.
I'm just saying that's what I'm gonna call her.
I like that, Miss Monroe. I might call her that too.
Yeah,
because I don't like Blake.
Blake.
Well, we'll see what happens.
They flipped the coin. Sean wanted Blake. Somebody else wanted Monroe.
Yeah.
Road Dog wanted Monroe.
Oh yeah.
Road Dog Jesse James.
Road Dog Jesse James. Boy, that was a good tag team back in the day.
Oh yeah, New Age Outlaws was it.
I mean, I guess I was more enamored by their how they came out to the ring and
their bravado. That's what it was. I mean, that's why everybody liked it.
Yeah, because tell me a good New Age Outlaws match. Give me your favorite match.
Oh, when they beat up Mick Foley and that WrestleMania match. That's WrestleMania 14.
They throw him off the stage into a dumpster or something.
Ooh, that was good.
Okay.
That was good.
That was good. Don't like Foley, but I get you.
Oh, okay.
That seems more like a moment I was happy to see Foley get his business. That's what that sounds like. But okay.
Man, we gotta have a attitude day. Like we just highlighting, talking about attitude era.
Hey, we might do. We gotta do that in WCW. So look out for that, people.
We gotta do that. So okay. I mean, we'll see how this Blake Monroe thing turns out. She's got a lot of people to face there on NXT. So I mean, I would like to see roster. I would like to see her and Soul Rika go at it.
Soul Rika, yeah. I'm looking for Jada Parker. You know, I'm looking for Jada Parker.
Yeah, I like Jada Parker. Yeah, man. I tell you, I need to just
listen.
Stay out of these conversations.
Jada Parker. She gonna let you know how she feel, bro. She Parker from the block.
Oh yeah,
Miss Parker versus Miss Monroe. Oh, I don't want to miss that.
Oh,
I don't miss that either.
I'll watch it.
Hey,
for sure.
It's teams all around. I don't want to miss that one. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Man, all right.
Am I the only one really thinking about the wrestling? I feel like I'm the only one thinking about the wrestling.
Me too. I give it 10
such
stars.
a weird guy. People talk about women's wrestling. It's like, am I the only one who wanted to see them wrestle?
I give it 10 stars. 10 stars, ladies and gentlemen. 10 stars.
Okay. Let's get on the AEW real quick.
Let's talk about
blockbuster.
It is summer blockbuster. You know, you wrote here summer. You got a J there.
Yeah, I know it's a J there. Too much.
So let's talk about this, man. We're gonna do it like this. Let's talk about Omega and Okada. Didn't he drop an elbow through him on the stretch or something?
Boy,
he beat the crap out of Kenny Omega.
Yeah,
that's putting it lightly. Even that's putting it lightly. Apparently, Kenny Omega's bleeding from the mouth because the
diverticulitis.
There it is. Was just messing up. Like, boy, I tell you, they really are bringing back the heat of this Kenny Omega Okada feud. I'm a little more intrigued by it. I was a little on the fence. I had to admit, on the show, I told Jacoby and RC, we ain't 2016 no more. We ain't getting that Kenny Omega, and I don't even know if Okada got it. Well, egg on my face. All right. They can still go. And this match may be, I don't know, this match may be match of the year. We'll see. This could be the match of the year.
Yeah.
Bro, after that video package they had showing the history, I'm glad they did it because not everybody knows, not everybody's seen the history between these two of Okada and Omega.
Yeah, but take them in the package from AEW.
It was a great package. Showing you, they took you through every match they had and what built up to it a little bit. I got excited just from that. This probably could be main event or All In.
Yeah, it could be.
They got 3 possible main events for this show right now. Yeah. And that's what we were saying earlier. AEW needs to strike where the iron's hot right now because with these 3 main events, that it could really push them to the next level. But with this match, man, this match got one match got 7 stars. Only 7-star match in history. How they call it.
This would be a 10-star match according to Dave. Somebody watch Dave because he may have a heart attack at some point in this match. He may not be able to do a review.
He probably will have a heart attack.
That's all
two favorites outside of Will. If you put Will Ospreay in this match, Dave could die today.
Lord.
You won't be able to contain.
Oh my God! You probably wouldn't contain me because that's gonna be the most best match ever.
That would be an awesome triple threat. I would love this.
I'm telling you, but these 2 alone, like I said, that video package just showed you everything. It got me all excited. I always think New Japan is like the anime of professional wrestling, and they have anime type style fights. If you watch anime, you know what I'm talking about. But it just
because it's Japanese.
Yeah, no, so it's just so impactful. It's so great. The fight scenes are just amazing.
Oh my God.
Anime, but this brings it to real life to me. So I don't know. I was just so ready after that promo package. That was one of the best they ever put on for me.
Right.
I'm excited.
Yeah. It's gonna be good, man. I like the video package as well. So I'm with you, man. It might be the main event for that next pay-per-view as well. I thought it was going to be maybe Mońe. Not Mońe, but Mońe and Toni Storm. Yep.
It could main event. That's the other one. But here's my rule on this. Not even rule. Here's my belief on this. It should be Moxley and Page because it's the world title. However, if Moxley's going to win, I don't think you can main event that because I don't know the fans would be happy with that. So you use one of these other matches. But if Moxley loses to either Hangman or Darby Allin return at least, then you main event it. I don't care how y'all feel about the Darby Allin story.
No, man.
That is listen, we talk about stories in wrestling, right? We talk about long-term storytelling, right? We talk about nuance and character building, right? Yeah. The Darby Allin thing makes the most sense of everything AEW is doing right now.
I still owe you chicken wings from one of the pay-per-views. But
well, I'll take him.
if
Darby chicken wings.
Darby Allin ain't coming, he ain't coming back.
We should do a wing bet on this, huh?
Oh, we should do a wing bet.
I thought we already put one on this.
On a Darby Allin return?
Oh, okay.
Or Darby Allin winning the title.
No, we didn't put a wing bet on that.
I might put one on Darby Allin winning the title.
Oh, we'll put all right, I say Hangman winning the title. So
I got Moxley retaining and pissing everybody off.
Oh well, I'm not saying you're gonna win the title all in.
Oh, okay.
And if we talk about all in, then yeah, I have Moxley retaining in that case.
Yeah.
Darby's gonna come back and win this title later in the year once he comes back. Oh, he might get the match at All Out.
Yeah.
All Out.
I mean, but speaking of titles, what y'all think about the new unified title?
Titles, yeah.
What's it called? The Intercontinental Championship?
Right.
I don't know what they call it. I think they need to change the name. They just call it the Unified Championship. I mean, I think they didn't really say the name. I don't think that's a real name.
That replaced their intercontinental. That's what they call it.
It's the International and Continental Championship because Okada has a Continental, Kenny has the International.
So they just
formerly All Atlantic.
Yeah, combining the belts to one. It's a beautiful belt. It just kind of looks like the old women's belt to me.
Yeah, like the original women's championship.
Yeah, the original women's title they have for AEW.
Yeah, but it's just bigger. Yeah,
it's bigger. But like I said, it's a nice looking title, and I love that they have Kenny, one we get an Angel on there, and then they also have the Rainmaker, movement on the championship. Show that these two are bringing the title together, and they will stick with this championship for how long is it's going to stay in AEW? They can switch titles.
Yeah, well, I'm about to say, if I'm a champion, I want that switch. I don't want their moves on I want my moves if we're doing that type of stuff.
That's my belt.
I want that's my title. I don't care about your one wing angel and your Rev Pro ripcord clothesline.
Yeah, that's
I get it, but
it's only going to be one champion.
I get it, but I'm just saying these two bring this title together, and these two, top tier talents, like mainstay talents.
No, I get it.
And being on the championship.
I'm just saying. I know they made a new WWE title. They ain't put the leg drop on it. They ain't put a stunner on it.
I know. I get it. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. I don't know.
I don't recall the Rock Bottom being on the new WWE Undisputed Championship. I don't recall Cena doing the FU on his spinner belt. But
the pedigree. No, the pedigree or Sledgehammer.
I don't know. But I mean, because they usually have like old school moves, just like generic. People doing moves on the championship belts.
That's
right. Exactly. You see it right there. But now they got their actual stars and mainstays and pretty much Hall of Famers going on this championship. So I mean,
well, put the names on there. Like the old WWF title had. Well, I don't know. I say like there's an old WWF title right before Hogan won it, right after he won it. That was big and had the names of all the champions on the side.
Yeah. I remember. I did like that one. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see, but I thought it was cool. But I mean, like I said, I just totally changed the name of it, but it's a cool looking belt.
I mean, it's not. Well, yeah. In the end, it's a cool looking belt. I'm just excited for the match. I couldn't care less about the belt design. I'm just excited for the match. I had low expectations, but I'm starting to kick into it, and I'm all in.
Okay. And word on the street, they're getting some tag team titles, right? They didn't have me yet. They said
I heard about that, and that's probably why they're unifying these titles.
Yeah, they're probably doing women's tag titles. That's the thing, and I hope they don't, because I'm gonna tell you right now, women's tag titles help no one and nothing in the company. Fight me on it.
I mean, Liv and what's in there? Raquel ain't defend theirs in a long time.
Tag team titles do not help anything. They help put some people on TV, but no, because then they just WWE demolished their whole entire tag division by having Lyra and Bayley go through it just so that Lyra and Becky can win it. But that's another story.
Yeah. And I don't know who could go after the tag titles right now in WWE anyway, with the women's tag titles. I mean,
well, you have Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford.
No, I'm talking about WWE. I was talking about
WWE. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean they got women in AEW, but I mean it's not exactly needed. But
they got a mid-card title. Just get it off of handcuffing Mercedes. Like, she's suffocating that title.
Don't she got like 5 titles now?
Yeah, did she win another title over the weekend?
Yeah, she just recently won another title in Australia. That's all I can tell you about it.
Oh man,
she killing it.
Well, she lost the New Japan Strong title. She did. In a triple threat. She didn't get pinned, but she lost.
So AEW schedule must be perfect. I mean, she got time to go across the world and win some more belts.
Well, I mean, like you mentioned, the thing with the WWE schedule is that they had house shows.
Yeah.
But now that they took house shows out the circuit, now this schedule's a little bit better. But they still have shows back to back. AEW does have a good schedule. The best schedule is TNA. Because
now,
they tape a lot of their shows.
AEW isn't Warner Brother about to get off? I think aren't they about to be off? I think I read somewhere where Warner Brothers is about to be off of TV. Like they're just done.
They're breaking up their services to some degree, but that won't affect AEW viewing.
Okay.
That the AEW won't be affected by that. They're reshifting like always with HBO Max and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's nothing.
So yeah, because are they on Warner Brothers? Or are they on HBO Max? Right.
Well, that's all the same. That's all the same umbrella. Warner Brothers own Turner and all that.
Yeah, because Comcast about to be done too, ain't it?
I don't know about that. That's NBC though.
Okay. Cool beans. Cool. Let's head on over to Mercedes Mońe. I've been wanting to talk about this the whole show. Mercedes Mońe and Toni Storm. Now, it seems like whatever Toni Storm's involved in touches, and it's gold automatically for whatever reason. Now you add somebody like the CEO Mercedes Mońe. She's out there every day eating a good old steak. Then I'm like, well, when we got time to do that?
No, because Toni Storm told her. So I don't remember the match, but Toni Storm invited Mercedes to come out and said, "Bring some popcorn." So Mercedes, of course, had to up that and I'm gonna bring more than popcorn. I'm gonna bring a steak and wine.
Steak and wine.
So yeah, she invited her to do that.
Toni ate, took a bite of it last week.
Yep, and got jumped up from behind or something, ain't it? This week.
Yeah.
One heck of a match they had, but something interesting happened in the ring. Maybe you guys can unpack that for the digital audience. I thought it was a kiss, but it looks like she must have whispered something into her ear. Maybe trying to play psychology with Toni Storm, because maybe that's what Toni Storm has done with her opponents. What you guys think?
Probably so. It was a situation where Mercedes came in. They had a face-to-face. Mercedes came in close. It looked like a kiss. She might have whispered something, but it's probably mind games. I don't know. Who do we see winning this match?
I got Toni Storm.
I don't know. I think that Mońe train is headed straight for the women's championship. I mean, that's what I think. I think Mercedes Mońe got this. I'm
so torn because I just talked about how the women's tag division WWE got massacred. The same thing kind of for the AEW women's division. That mid-card division got massacred by Mercedes. She went through all of them. And the upper card division got put away by Toni Storm or Mariah May. Yep. So it's like someone has to beat someone. And I kind of feel like if Mercedes loses to Toni Storm, who's going to beat Mercedes? That's why I said Mercedes got Toni Storm, but I don't see Mercedes losing though. Yeah, that's what I said. I see Mercedes winning this and then dropping the TBS title. Well, she's going to anyway, because I think she has to. I think it's already stated that if she wins this, she's going to drop the TBS. Right. No title match, just she's going to relinquish it. And that leaves it open for the rest of the, women's roster. Who's the next top tier woman to challenge Mercedes and have it legit? Like, just forget who her next opponent is. Who do you see as a woman that can beat Mercedes?
It looks like they are trying to find that next star outside of those two. That's what it looks like right now.
Well, like, who is it though?
I don't know. That's what I thought Athena was going after this championship, but
Athena got pushed back to Ring of Honor after her appearance. We're done with you, Athena. Good night.
It's trash.
Yeah, I got ripped because I said Billy Starks didn't have anything going on. I was like, what are you talking about? It was just one day. And guess what? Billy Starks ain't been on TV since.
Yeah. Nope. I don't know. Other than that, like I said, you got Willow and what's the girl name from Death Riders?
Not a bad pick because Willow did beat her for the New Japan Strong.
Yeah. Willow's always been a good pick. She should definitely be next to running for that. I mean, didn't she have it?
Well, no, not the women's championship, but she did have the TBS title.
I'm talking about
that.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about women's championship, not the TBS, like the world title. Who can challenge?
Oh, fighting for the world title. Okay.
Yeah, the world title. That's what I'm talking about. Because if Mercedes wins, who's going to be that person to beat Mercedes going forward?
Toni Storm.
So Toni Storm can lose it. That's the whole Mariah May thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to repeat that again.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be.
Yeah, they need that third star besides them.
Can you not see Toni Storm without? I mean, of course she's going to lose. If she was to lose, that happens. But I mean, you just kind of see her always coming back to that belt. I mean, what else is she gonna?
Dude, I don't know. Toni Storm can stand. Toni Storm is to the point where she helps the title. The title doesn't help her. She is fine without the championship.
Mm-hmm.
She's arguably one of the best characters on the TV. Like just in wrestling, she's probably the best character in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I said. That's why I thought Jamie Hayter was gonna be built up to this moment, and Mercedes fight Athena. Because, like I said, you just need those other stars in there. You got these your two top stars fighting, and I guess that's what you need for All In for your biggest show.
It's your biggest show. Yeah,
but you still had to have a follow up, and I just can't see who that is at the moment.
Right.
That'll be Megan Bain, but
yeah, she's doing it. Yeah, and she's Megan Bain running around. She running around with Penelope right now.
So I don't know. And they got this new chick, the Spider Lady.
Yeah,
she can't tell her name is.
Yeah, Spider Woman. Call her Gwen Stacy.
I'm about to say Gwen Stacy.
Start calling her Gwen Stacy. I don't know.
We touched on who we think is winning. Right, we touched on the Death Riders. Right, we touched on Moxley briefly. Right.
Well, I mean, what is that to talk about? I already listen. We can talk about that all day. Listen, my story ends the same. Darby, come home.
Yeah, I mean, Moxley still talking. He's still talking like kind of doing like a Beverly talk. Like,
didn't he? No, they say that he made a slight jab at Seth Rollins.
Oh, he probably did. I didn't hear the promo, but he probably did. I mean, they're Shield members formerly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he does the curb stomp and everything. So
yeah, he does do the curb stomp.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally.
Kind of shout out to him. So
I did not hear that promo he had with Adam Page.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either. I just kind of just read something where he may have taken a slight jab at he said it was, somebody used to burn it down, but now they're just wearing suits or flamboyant whatever. So
yeah, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
I mean, Seth still burns it down. He still does a lot. So he still does it. I don't know. We talk bad about Seth, but Seth is, I don't know. He's still one of the best in the world.
Well, do I talk bad about Seth? I don't talk bad about Seth. I just say I don't think he could be a good leader of a faction. I just don't. He's not convincing to me. He's a good, solid single guy, but a faction leader, I don't buy it with him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, which faction you think he did the best? At least, like from the Messiah gimmick to what he is now. Him and the Shield. I don't know if he was the leader of the Shield because they all took turns. They all took turns being the leader in the Shield. What else he had? Who else he had on the side?
I didn't like.
Yeah, he Austin Theory for a little bit too.
Yeah, that was under the Messiah gimmick. The Messiah gimmick wasn't bad. It's just he was sounding like a cult leader who didn't understand his cult. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Here's my thing, right? Roman, he had an aura of leadership without having to do much. John Moxley, he may ramble, but he feels like that guy you can get behind. He'll get you somewhere.
Leading the troops.
Seth feels like he is just kind of doing it for himself, and if anyone benefits, all right, it's not intentional, but okay.
Yeah,
he doesn't feel like a faction leader.
Yeah, I mean, because if anything, he's got Paul Heyman there, so Paul Heyman should be doing more talking than what he's actually doing.
I don't think Seth needs a Paul Heyman.
He don't. Just like some certain people that Paul Heyman be with, they don't really need nobody because Punk didn't really need
Paul Heyman.
So, and it's the same way with Seth right now. So I don't know.
Yeah, it just feels like Paul Heyman. It feels like he's coasting.
I feel like he's there for Braun and Bronson.
Might be dramatic appeal. I don't know. I mean,
I guess, but even then, it's like Braun Breaker was an Intercontinental Champion without Seth Rollins, 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Who says he couldn't get the rest of his pathway without Seth Rollins? This is my thing.
And Bronson Reed almost took the man out. So
Bronson Reed did. If he didn't break his leg taking out people in the War Games, he might have done more damage going into Mania. I don't know. It's like it just doesn't feel. I don't know. It feels weird. It's still out of place. Maybe because they don't have a name. Maybe because we're still waiting on a weird fourth member that probably will never show up. It just doesn't seem. We'll see. It's still early. We'll see what the Seth Riders drive into. But as far as the Death Riders go, like I said before, waiting for Darby to come home and take the title. That's all I'll say about the Moxley situation.
Yeah, we'll see.
Swerve and Ospreay, 30 minutes.
Oh, so I did tell her, I'm gonna do a quick rant. We got a little time.
Yeah. Let's put that one on Swerve and Ospreay, and then go right into the MJF promo.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that stuff, I guess. But Swerve and Ospreay, real quick. So that was a really good match. I like the dynamic of it. I like these two going at it. I really appreciate how they started the match. They held hands. You thought it was like the Beat It video where they tied their hands up and had knives. It's actually good. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch the match. It's really good. But I have a problem. There's a Tiger Driver issue again. Well, Will Ospreay can't decide if he wants to do the Tiger Driver. Here's my beef with the Tiger Driver story. He first did it on Bryan Danielson. I think it was at Wrestle. I don't care where it was. The point is, he did it on Bryan Danielson, and Bryan Danielson got hurt. No, he didn't. Bryan Danielson won a tournament and the world title. What is the issue with the Tiger Driver story? It has no point. It has no plot. It has no sense. Other than that, it was a really good match. Will Ospreay, if you're going to do a move, you better commit to it, because if you don't, you're going to lose. That's how you lost the International Championship to MJF.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
All right, that's it. Other than that, it was a really good match.
Yeah, I mean, that thing, like I said, I feel like Swerve was pushing him to a limit and what he doesn't want to go to, and that's the limit he has. When he gets to that moment, it's about the Tiger Driver. But I get you. But like I said, always a great match between these two. But any Ospreay match is going to be a great match to me, and Swerve also. Like I said, Swerve, Ospreay, and Hangman are the three guys to take it to the future. Someone put MJF in that, but I think sometimes MJF, I think he kind of plateaued, like we've talked about before. And I hate what he got going on with the Hurt Syndicate right now. It's so dumb.
They beat up Commander.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool.
That. Yeah, I'm happy about that.
You're like Commander.
I do not like Commander. I hope he's on the shelf for a long time. I hope they beat him up so badly he goes to CMLL.
He's he paid homage to MVP with his ring gear, ain't it?
Who's that?
MJF.
Oh well, probably. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
MJF.
Well, how are we feeling about his connection to the Hurt Syndicate? I feel like, I don't know if it's adding to, or I'm really trying to figure that out.
Well, I told you many times on this show I don't like it, because Bobby Lashley should be going for the world championship or it's in the vicinity of it, and not helping MJF get anywhere near it. It's dumb, because they don't need him. They really don't need him.
They don't. I don't feel like it's adding to the mystique of the Hurt Syndicate. I don't feel like it's
all right. At this point, we're waiting for see when MJF turns on them or when they kick him out.
Which I'm thinking MJF is going to just turn on him. So
yeah, well, that's what he does. That's sort of his pattern. But I also just want to add that none of this story is helping the tag division. Just want to put that out there too.
That too, because you beating down these guys and Commander and Knight and Speedball. So what's the point? Other than that, they got him going against what, Mystical?
Yeah, Mystical coming up pretty soon. Which I guess I
thought that's supposed to be on this show. Actually,
I think it might have been. Oh, I got to go back and check. I didn't catch the full end of it because it was a 4-hour show. I didn't catch it all because they did Collision and Dynamite all in the same taping, which I appreciate, but I just didn't catch it all.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was Bobby Lashley. It was a Hurt Syndicate. Well, it was just Bobby Lashley show. That was a 6-man tag. Where's MJF? Oh, there he is. MJF, Kevin Knight, Speedball, and Masca Cardona. That's not who that was, but who cares? Nonetheless, I like you guys mentioned. I don't know how it helps anyone per se, the storyline with MJF and the Hurt Syndicate, but we'll see where it goes. If it does lead up to a Bobby Lashley MJF match, how does MJF avoid losing that match? Right? He's going to win it, isn't he?
I would say he would win.
Hey, that helps nobody in there, because Bobby Lashley should be dominating everybody, especially MJF. And so the only thing is MJF is going to, like I said, hit him with the ring or hit him in the balls. Other than that, I don't see MJF winning that match. But even if he does, that makes Bobby look bad. And if Bobby wins, MJF just, like I said, plateauing and not really doing anything. Another failed storyline for him. So it helps nobody with what's going on right now.
Okay. I actually do have one more question. This is AEW, but it's Anthony Bowens, the 5-tool player. You seen this gimmick before? The 5-tool player that he's walking around with?
Yeah.
How you feeling about this?
I feel like it was something somebody called him, and one of the veterans called him and saying, "Yeah, he's a 5-tool player," like complimenting him. But it's not really a gimmick you put on TV.
Should it be called the Pride of Wrestling?
That'd be a better title for me, but I mean that's still a lot to say. But I mean,
the Pride of Wrestling.
Anthony Bowens.
Yeah, Anthony Bowens, former. I do mean former. What's that group? You know, the Acclaim.
Yeah.
Scissor me, daddy ass.
Yes.
So yeah, he goes by the gimmick of 5-tool player. He's a good wrestler, and he does have the 5 tools. I just don't like this gimmick.
Yeah. Who he fought on Dynamite? It was
Kyle Fletcher.
Fletcher. Okay. Yeah.
He lost.
Yeah, I figured he was gonna lose that. Like I said, it's not a gimmick that's gonna get him anywhere. It's just, yeah, we happy about what you can do, but we don't want to see you do it.
Should they take Billy Gunn off of him? Should Billy Gunn?
Oh, should have been gone. Yeah, that's why Max Caster left.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Max Caster. I like the Max Caster gimmick. Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. Let's do it. Nobody?
Okay. He not, but okay. It's funny.
Let's go, Max. He's the best wrestler alive.
No.
Max Caster's that dude. He needs to start winning.
I say he better than Anthony Bowens right now, even though Anthony Bowens, he beat him right in that match.
He did. I mean, Max is more entertaining at this point.
Yeah, Max is more entertaining. That's why they was kind of good together.
Yeah, they complement each other.
Right.
They really do. They really do.
But I didn't see him beating Kyle Fletcher. And Kyle Fletcher's the proto star, and him and Takeshita are fighting for the same spot, even though they're on the same team. But so that's kind of his dilemma. And Don Callis trying to put him, saying one of them should have been in a Kenny Omega and Okada match, which is far from true. But
yeah, I didn't understand that whole bit. He came in asking Okada, how come has he had a better 6 months than Kyle Fletcher? He's Okada. He ain't lost a match. What are you talking about right now?
Right. He had 12 defenses and won all of them.
Right? Like, what are you, Don? I like Don Callis' family in a sense. I just don't like the execution of this family.
Yeah, I don't know what you got to do with Okada anyway, because I thought Okada was doing some of the Young Bucks. That he just dropped him or what?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that whole concept either. Like he just.
So I mean, you to say, you got the pen and you writing it. What should happen with their family?
Oh, I think they should go around and actually start winning some meaningful matches. That'd be a good start. Start there.
Yeah, and pick who your actual star is, and because like I said, you got Kyle and Takeshita fighting for the same spot, and you got the rest of the family who don't mean nothing. They're just jobbers.
Well, Brian Cage is hurt. Well, so let's just keep that in mind, because if Brian Cage wasn't hurt, then Lance Archer and him can go for tag titles, and that could be a thing for the Hurt Syndicate to do. But yeah, adding in who's it? Josh Alexander. I don't even know what that really does for anyone. I don't know if I would have done that. I think he should have just floated on his own and then ended up with the conglomeration with Mark Briscoe. That seems more his speed, but I don't know.
And off subject from the Hurt Syndicate, I heard that I always forget the other guy name that was with them in WWE.
Cedric Alexander.
I hear he might be Alexander. I hear he might be going to TNA.
Oh, okay. What? Because he ain't going to AEW.
Yeah.
If that was the case, he would have been over there by now.
Yeah.
Top Dollar is on the NXT roster.
Oh, yeah. He came. He teamed up with Trick Williams and the other guy he got with him. I forgot his name.
Speaking of which, last night TNA had a whole pay-per-view on YouTube last night. Anyone know?
I saw that, and it was Bound for Glory or something.
Yeah. Oh, you asked me the name of it. I knew you was gonna see the name of it.
I know. Trick. He was defending the title. As he beat he was Santana, then he beat Elijah.
Yeah, he did beat Elijah last night.
Against all odds.
Against all odds. That was it. Yeah. He beat Elijah last night for it. Joe Hendry had a match on there too, I believe.
That's right. Trick don't fight Nick Nemeth real soon, because Nick Nemeth been talking mad junk about,
But Nick Nemeth is also the tag champions with his brother right now. So
yeah. But
they might get to a singles match. We'll see.
Trick Williams doing his thing out there in TNA.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he needs to lose it.
Not indifferent. Not just yet.
No, I'm indifferent with people from different promotions holding other promotions' titles. I don't like that to some degree. I just don't.
Because I mean, he needs to get back to where he's at, right? It makes sense. He should be a champion in NXT somewhere.
Well, he need to be champion. He need to go to the main roster. But for right now, I like where his career is at. Like I said, he 2-time world champion, North American champion, and now he got the TNA title. I mean, he doing good, big things.
He's doing big things. Doing big things. Doing big things. Can't wait to get him in the Champions Corner. Can't wait to get him.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get him.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Oh, I just
You trying to get him on the show? Hey, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, I'm congratulating him on the TNA title, but I stand by what I said earlier.
Hey,
I didn't like when Kenny had it.
Just what he said? He said it's not TNA anymore. It's Trick what?
Trick-N-A.
Trick-N-A.
Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir.
What Booker T say?
Yeah, I like it.
That's what he says.
They killing me with that Stephen McCool stuff.
Man,
I'm
trying to tell you. But listen, we want to hear from you in the chat, in the Champions Corner. They're down here in the chat. We want to hear from you. We want to know a few things from you. Where do you think Moxley is just going to just continue to run havoc on this AEW? Is he going to win at the next pay-per-view? Will Darby Allin ever come back? And Professor thinks he's going to reclaim his rightful spot as a champion.
Well, not reclaim it, but claim it.
Claim it, yeah.
That's his to have.
We don't know. We'll see next time. We'll see what happens. And we are, maybe 16, 17 days from the end of John Cena. So we want to hear what you guys think about that. I mean,
the end of John Cena. Wow,
it's coming to an end.
Well, his appearances, nice. His appearances.
His appearances, rather. His appearances.
Yeah.
I mean,
is R-Truth going to kill him?
I mean,
he said a date. He just set a date on it.
He just told Bully.
Hey, I wish you would.
Wish you would.
Shout out to Mr. Killings.
Hey, that might be the truth. That might be a new shirt. I wish you would.
Ron the truth.
Yo, they gonna put it on something. He got like 3 different shirts right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What a week. We'll see what else is to unfold here. We're moving quickly to the King of the Ring pay-per-view that's coming out. We talked about that. So, man, let us know down there in the comment section what you guys think is going to happen next. And we'll see you next time right here on your favorite podcast, the Champions Corner podcast. Listen, follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We're everywhere. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 3,000 subs, and we couldn't have done it without each and every one of you tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Good night, everybody.